All right, now that we have completed the structure of the cross feed stop, we need to set the material and machine surfaces. This gray look to the part, this is known as a hatch pattern. And this hatch pattern in particular is nothing more than dots. I'm trying to zoom in real close on one of them to give it the appearance of being gray. This hatch pattern signifies cast iron, and we have the ability to change that to make it look like it. You will notice on these parts, like inside of the holes, that hatch pattern doesn't exist. That is known as a machined surface. In this case, for holes, a drill bit went through there and machined it. Some of these other parts, you're not seeing that hatch pattern, and that is due to the fact that some tooling has cut that surface off. Being that it's cast, it's poured into a sand mold, and you're getting that rough surface to it. So we are going to demonstrate both of these in our part files. We're going to change the material, which will change the overall mass. In some cases, its electrical properties, its density, its strength, its flexibility. So changing the material has a big impact on the part itself. A lot of times in my second level class especially, we check parts just based on the mass. If everything's correct and in the right spot, the mass all should be the same. Then we want to show these machined surfaces. We're just going to change the color or the appearance on a given surface. Changing the appearance does not change the material itself. Think of the appearance as like paint on the outside, and the material is what it's actually made out of. So, in your modified toolbar, you will find the option for physical material and appearance. And these are tools that we are going to use over and over again, so I would recommend that you pin them to your toolbar. First, change the material. I'm going to change the physical material, and there is a pretty extensive list here, but cast iron will be found under the metals folder. You can see there's a lot to choose from here. Cast iron. This is a drag and drop onto it, and you will notice that the surface now has a texture look to it. So we have set the material. That has now changed the mass of this part as well. Now we want to machine it. Holes are always machined. This back surface, the fact that it has no fillets or rounds, this surface will be machined, and so will all of the bottom surfaces. There are no casting fillets here. By machining it, you are making that surface completely flat, and in most cases, removing all the fillets. So if we do not have a hatch pattern, if it is a hole, and if it doesn't have fillets or rounds, that's an indication that that surface is machined. So we want to change the appearance. And in this case, we are going to use metal, and we are going to find iron, and we have a polished iron. When you machine something, it takes that rough surface off, so we're going to stick with that one. One setting prior to that is we want to just select individual faces. We don't want to change the whole thing. This whole thing is not machined. So initially, individual faces, polished iron, I'm going to drag this onto an individual surface. And at first that may be the easier way to do it. You'll see that I have removed that textured surface from here. As you progress and get better, you could select multiple surfaces at the same time. If I hold in Shift, and if you don't get them all, don't worry, you can go back and select them later. But all of these surfaces that I just held in Shift and selected, I can change them all at one time. Sometimes this gets a little cumbersome and you forget a surface, like there, I forgot this surface. I can come back and machine or change the color on just one surface. You don't have to select them all at once and make sure you have them all. I could come back and select an individual surface and change one at a time. If you can hit a couple at a time, probably the better off you're going to be. But if you forget one, don't worry about it. You'll be okay. I am done now changing the material and machining surfaces. If you select on the part and go to Properties, you will be told that Material, and if you go to Inspect and Measure, and I select the whole thing and measure, I will be given things like diameter, area, length, and how come it's not showing up with mass? Did I hit the wrong one? No, that's under Properties. There, it is under Properties. I'm getting the overall mass, being that this thing is cast iron. I do have to select the entire body.